Hello, I'm Eloise Hay from BeHealing.com. Welcome to Psychic Cafe. I'm back. Took the day off yesterday. I was really tired, needed to sleep. It's like I'm having the holidays after New Year. It's good. Let me just check I'm on live. And then we'll get started. Want some people joining. There we go. I want some people joining. Quiet. Right. So I'm going to go deeper into the daily read. I'm going to pick some cards out for you guys, give you some readings. I've picked out a card from Colette Baron Reid's deck as well. Good morning, Janice. How are you? Got my coffee. All is well. Got a rainy day today. Hopefully it's going to stop and give me time to do my full moon readings. I need to record my full moon readings because I think it's tomorrow, the full moon. I'm running a bit behind because I've taken time off after the new year. Doing okay? Yeah, I'm doing good. Doing good today. So the daily read today, it was all about success and how we can fear success because we project ourselves into the future and we think that's way too scary to be rich and successful or something like that, to be famous. It's too scary. In reality, that's not what happens. We gradually get to these doing these bigger things. We grow. It's like an internal journey and an external journey at the same time. And so these leaps that we imagine that scare us, it's good in a way because it shows us what our fears are. It shows us how we're holding ourselves back from that success. Okay. And so 2020 is the year of like it. This is why it's coming up now, is that we need to face those things that we're fearing. So, oh, my connection's unstable. Hopefully it's not cutting out too much. Hey, Nikki. Nikki, you finished work. Yay. It's still raining. Yeah, raining here today. So now's the time to face those fears so that you can get moving forward. Because if you think about it, if you're really scared of some kind of success, whether it's people aren't going to love you anymore, people are going to think that you're a sellout, people won't love you anymore. Maybe you fear not being able to handle the money or something like that. It's that kind of, those kind of fears pop up, right? And in reality, what? Keep on getting the message popping up on the screen that it's one of those days like we had the other day. Anyway, we've got time to, we've got time to go. You're to bless your experience thus far. Take stock of what you've learned. It's time to move on to new experiences and a new way of being. There's nothing left for you to do, be, or experience in your present circumstances. Take the risk and move on, even if you need to be in transition for a time. Your destiny is calling you. Yeah, it keeps on losing connection. I know, it's really annoying. It's because there's so many tourists here. Using my Wi-Fi. Choosing your path and getting on the right path, for sure. Yeah. So there we go. It's time to go. I'll show that card again. It's a beautiful card. The path is unfolding in front of her. It's not clear yet, but as she's moving forward, it's becoming clear. I like that card. Okay, let's pick out some cards. Go deeper into the day. And I had a chat last night with them. I'm going looking for flights today. So that's exciting. That's getting going. Oh, so we've got forgive them and choose to change. Up first for today. This is, I think the people aren't going to love you and they can't see a way out of it. They start to really identify with that struggle and think that it's a good thing. Knock everyone else that find your way out of the struggle. Yeah, it's cutting in and out. I'm sorry about that. It's just it's the Wi-Fi. So if you've been in that situation that are successful, judge those that are doing things as a result of that. when you make those choices for the change in your life, when you want to step toward your success, there's going to be a disconnect there. Like you're not going to be in that club anymore, and you might be fearful of how they're going to be with you. And so this is saying you keep choosing those changes and forgive those around you for how they are reacting to it, because they will. And you can't be around people like that when you step into your success, because they will hold you back for sure. Like that when you step into your success, because they will hold you back for sure. Also about the fear of success thing, we've got this moment and create. So remember that you're always creating in the moment. This is like, there's no big leaps. There's no big leaps. And so you don't need to fear big leaps because they don't happen. You can create in the moment. You can go with the flow in the moment. So this is to take the overwhelm away. If that fear of success is making you feel overwhelmed, when you realize that it's just in the moment, it's just about putting one foot in front of the other on that path, and it gets revealed in front of you. You don't need to know where it's going or how it's going or how it's going to be built in front of you. It just is. And you keep moving forward. That's staying in the moment, creating the moment, and that's all you need to do. That's all anyone does, even people that create massive things in the world. Just one step at a time. It's just one step at a time. And again, forgiving people along the way. So I'm feeling like 2020 is going to be a year of really stepping forward fast for people. And this is saying like you don't have to go too fast, but life will be changing considerably. And so there's going to be more forgiveness needs doing this year. Because everyone's getting this call to do this, and some people aren't doing it, and some people will judge you for doing it. Oh, my live feed is really running behind, I notice. So yeah, forgiving people along the way as you go. Because remember, any kind of emotional attachment to those around you, especially those struggle street people that will judge your success, judge everyone else's success, that's going to really, really slow you down. So go at your own pace, but attachment to those around you, especially those struggle street people that will judge your success and judge everyone else's success, that's going to really, really slow you down. So stuff to do along the way because of people's reactions. And it's easier to understand people's reactions when we've been there ourselves. Like we've all been there ourselves at some point, judging those. Not stepping back in time. We never step back in time. It could be, if you're feeling that, Janice, it could be a bit of yourself, though. Maybe you've gotten away from yourself. So patience and prepare. So right now, from yourself. So patience and prepare. So right now, we're preparing for things. And so, yeah, this looking at success today, we're getting prepared for it. We're getting prepared for changes. We sure are. You know, that conversation I had about getting a ticket last night and just asking, like, is he going to pick me up from the airport? And he said, if he's available, he will, but otherwise he'll send his driver. And even that, to me, it was like, well, he has a driver. Of course he has a driver. He has staff. He has a lot of staff. So it's just a different level. Yeah. And so it's things like that. We get prepared to what we're moving toward little by little. So just notice things that show up today or tomorrow for you guys, because it's preparing you. But like I said, there's no need to rush. You've got this white card. There's no need to rush. I'm just getting prepared today. All good. Connection seems a little bit more stable now. So there we go. It's time to get moving today, or preparing ourselves for those moves. Whew. Hey, Marguerite, how are you? That coffee just made me really hot. Sweaty. My hair's sticking to me. Okay, so who wants a reading? Pop up a message saying me, please. Saying me, please. I've picked my cards out already. And they are, oops, on the floor. Oops, on the floor. My cards for today. Hey, hi Ashley. My cards are surrendering up until now, so it's about surrendering the past. This is my thing. Mine's not about moving forward to success or anything. My fears are, it's leaving this life behind because I love it so much here. And so that's what the process has been for me. Yeah. And so that's what the process has been for me, is trying to let go here. Warmth and who is aware. That's me today. I've got warmth. I'm aware of my warmth right now. Okay, Ashley's up first. Tired, sick, but good. I'd love a reading. Oh no, Marguerite. I've got warmth. I'm aware of my warmth right now. Okay, Ashley's up first. Tired, sick, but good. I'd love a reading. Oh no, Marguerite. I'm sorry you're sick. Right. Ooh, Ashley. Right. So let's keep this focused on the success and the fear of success that we've got going on today. Oh, I made my biggest block readings discounted. I think I took $20 off them because of the daily, what came up in the daily today. The blocks moving us forward. And so biggest block readings today and tomorrow are $20 off. If you don't know about my biggest block readings, they are your biggest blocks are the thing that's stopping you from moving forward the most at the moment and how to release that. So there's actually steps to releasing that. It's all channeled, your higher self tells me what your steps are to releasing your biggest block. So Ashley, you've got strength and courage and abundance. So for you, your success, it's waiting for you to step up in abundance and know that you're strong enough for it. So there's a part of you that's felt like you've not got what it takes for the success you're headed toward, but you have. You're stronger than you think, Ashley. And so this abundance thing, your relationship with money has got to be sorted out. That came up in the weekly reads, didn't it? Pretty much every star sign it came up this week. Sorting out money mindset is really important. I'm feeling like, Ashley, there's part of you that knows that you're made for bigger things and abundance. So half of you feels it, and then half of you feels like you're not ready, you're not good enough, don't have what it takes. And this is saying, go with that half that feels it. Feel it more. Feel when you're feeling good about it like that, feel that more. That inner knowing, We all have that inner knowing. I said that in the 2020 readings, I think. We all have that inner knowing that we know, like later on in life, we're going to have this thing or be this thing or do this thing or whatever. We all have that, and it's a knowing. And it's getting back to that, Ashley, getting back to that knowing, focusing on that. It's going to help you to release the abundant stuff. Nikki's free. Yay. Marguerite's up next. What's holding you back from your success, Marguerite? Overwhelm. Overwhelmed for being brilliant. So this is like you don't want to shine. So is this about people's reactions, Marguerite? People's reactions to you? If you shine, maybe you don't want to make people feel bad. Maybe you think if you feel good about yourself, you're making other people feel bad about themselves. So you're holding back from that. It can be a real fear, that. Half knowing, half fear. Marguerite, also, so maybe you haven't taken steps before, Marguerite, when you've had the intuition to, and this is saying you've got to forgive yourself for that. And so forgive yourself for any non-starts that you had in the past. Just let all that go now. It might have just been a trial run, It's like I've had many opportunities and many a lot of inspiration in my business over the years, and I've not taken them all, I've not done them all. And I can look back and go, oh, I should have done that. But sometimes we're just given these so that we can get used to the idea, so that we just think about it instead of doing it, so that we, this preparation thing, that could happen today too. You could get an idea today of stepping into your brilliance, and it's just a taster kind of thing. It's not time to take action on it. It's time to kind of think about it. It's like when I got the idea for this, it was a couple of years before I actually started doing it. There you go, Marguerite. Single mum. Right, who's next? And I hope you feel better, Marguerite. Janice says, I would say that I have lived in a backward in my life. Started very young, having kids at 16 years old. Wow. I was 21 when I had my first. Still quite young, okay? Okay, Janice is up next. Janice. So moving away from current circumstances. So you're pretty much like me. That's saying is that it's your current circumstances that have got a hold on you at the moment, stopping you from moving forward. This right card, it comes out when our higher selves say it's really helpful to write down what a new life could be. Because when we write things down, it really solidifies it. And so think, Janice, what would your ideal life be? What would you really love to do? What's your idea of success? Write that down. And it's going to help you unlock yourself from your current circumstances, because they've got a hold on you. Yeah, letting go of the past and your present to move forward. So it's always about letting go and making space for these new things to come in. Knowing that you're loved and you're loved. You don't need to hold on to the past or the present because you think that you're not going to get loved again if you let it go. That's what it is here. So the amount of love that you're receiving at the moment, you don't think that there's more than that maybe available, but there is. And so you need to let go of that. There'll be plenty more love for you. Grandson, cool. I've got 3 now. Grandkids. Okay, who's up next? Nikki, did a couple of things toward my freedom and have really chilled out today. Oh, good. I have lots to sort, but I'm only taking inspired action. Good. That's awesome, Nikki. That's really good. You're braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, smarter than you think, and love more than you'll ever know. Quote from the book Winnie the Pooh. That's so gorgeous, isn't it? Gorgeous, isn't it? Yeah, and there's going to be plenty more love. And, that's my, that's the thing that's holding me back. It's good that I've got this time before I go to Africa, because this is what I've been working through, is that this is the first place I've really felt like home, where I've got family. I feel like I've got family for the first time in my life. And that this is the first place I've really felt like home, where I've got family. I feel like I've got family for the first time in my life. And that is hard to leave. And I know I'm not leaving it, this is always going to be a base of mine. I'm going to come back. But yeah, that is that same thing. Hey, Nikki, do you want a reading? Find yourself so you can walk forward in your life. 2 grandsons. Cool. Nikki, there you go. You know you've got no worries. So I was saying there's those things that we know deep inside. I've got this same one too, that I know that I don't need to worry, because you're looked after. I'm looked after, you're looked after. You know that, you don't need to worry. And that's a good thing. You've stepped forward in that knowing now. Okay, gratitude and be firmer. This is about stepping out of that English thing of criticizing. You know, English people criticize more than anyone else in the world, in my experience. This is about being firmer and choosing that grateful path instead. So yeah, be careful not to look back, Nikki. Look back, criticizing what you've left behind. Keep your eyes moving forward in gratitude. Be firmer on that. Leaving things behind. I'm going for 2 weeks. I think that's a good time to get to know each other better and see. Exciting. Okay, I'm going to pick mine out just for this success thing. What's holding me back from success? Freedom, yeah. Yep, I'm kind of stuck here a little bit. How do you spell love? You don't spell love, Pooh, you feel love. So yeah, I've got to find a new approach. Oh, a new approach to freeing myself, yeah. My mind is processing it. And other people are feeling it too for me, my friends here. Especially my ex from ages ago. He's like, oh, it's all going to change soon, you're going. And he knows he's got to let me go. Yeah, and I've got to refocus on my new beginning. Okay. I have been very focused on what I'm leaving behind, for sure. Took quitting 2 jobs to get very focused on what I'm leaving behind, for sure. Took quitting 2 jobs to get there. Yeah, you've had a good practice runs. Just your son, your daughter, and Luna the cat. Oh, Luna the cat. The cat. I'll have to leave the cat behind. She's following me this morning. She came in, and I went to go get some water, fill my water bottles up. She came running after me, right down to the water thing. And then she sat there watching me and watching another cat that came along. And then when I came back, she ran after me again. Escort, ran after me again. Escort, she's my escort. She's like a Pokemon. I guess Pokemons are like pets, really. She's a pet. She spent all day with me yesterday. I had a lazy day yesterday. I didn't do anything. And she spent all day with me here, inside with me, lazing about. Love is in the air. It is. But much more than that for me, it's going to be a work thing too. I feel it. We've got such similar interests. And he's so driven. It's time for me to step up for sure. I can see it in your factual expressions. Factual. Do I have factual expressions? That's funny. Okay. Anyone else want a reading? Is there anyone else there? Being quiet in the background? Remember, it's time to get moving. But we can take it slowly. There's no rush. We're just preparing ourselves for these changes that are coming. Okay, there we go. I'm going to cook myself breakfast. I got myself a cooking pot. It's very exciting. This like electric pan. And I've been cooking for myself. Hey, Michelle. Just got in there. So yeah, I'm going to cook my breakfast. I'm having bacon, eggs, and avocado for breakfast. And then I'm going to do the full moon read. So they should pop up as long as it doesn't start raining and completely disrupt me. It should pop up today on my YouTube channel. Michelle. Right. So create and refocus. So this is saying, Michelle, that you But the success that you're stepping into in your life, like life purpose, you have been focused on it before. You started creating it. It didn't happen very fast for you, and you thought it was a failure. And so you stopped focusing on it, and it's like, it wasn't a failure. You're just still on the way to it. As I said, sometimes we are given ideas just to get us on track with it. Not that the idea would have worked if you'd have done it right then, but sometimes these seeds are planted in our heads for us to process it, for us to start getting ready for it. And you did. You started getting ready for it last time you were focused on it. And now it's time for you to get focused on it again. Does that make sense, Michelle? Some ideas that you've had, something you were going to create, something, and I'm really feeling like you got disappointed it didn't happen, and you kind of gave up on it, and it's like, but it's not finished yet. It's just not finished yet. And so have a bit more patience with it and get focused on it again. Also, Michelle, you've got to let go of the perfectionist, because that's what's stopping you from your success. You think that you need to be perfect before you can do it, and you don't. You just need to be yourself. So get going on it now. Get refocused on it, get going on it now, and let go. Every time you try and tell yourself that you need to be perfect, every time you got that perfectionist thing going on, just tell yourself you don't need to be. Tell yourself you're okay as you are. Nikki, you're talking like you will be moving away from the island. Well, yeah, I know it's going to be life-changing. I just know it's going to be life-changing. And that I won't be here all the time anymore. And I've just got myself into I'm a Taurus, I'm so fixed. I've got myself into this amazing routine here and this gorgeous life and, switching things up. My cat is my guardian spirit animal. It's a journey, says Michelle, for sure. Have just made a big move to my new home. Wow, it's the start of my new life. You're welcome, Michelle. Yeah, remember everyone, I've got my biggest block readings, $20 off. So on the replay, I'll put a link in for that, but you can check it out on the daily read for today, being the 9th of January, because it is for me. And yeah, that could really help people today. Get rid of those blocks. But you've all had a bit of insight into what those blocks are. Nikki's about to move out of her home, become homeless intentionally and indefinitely. There's new homes to be found. Katie. Hello, Katie. Okay, let's do Katie before we finish. Katie, what's blocking you from your success? We've got appreciate yourself and doubt cancels abundance. So it's this self-appreciation as connected with abundance. So you're not feeling good enough to have the abundance that you want. Abundance blocks Katie. Where are you moving to? Katie's Ashley's best friend. Cool. Everyone's moving. Wow. No wonder that card came up. Time to go. So yeah, yours is about abundance. You've still got this doubt and this fear about abundance. And it's about yourself. It's like deserving. Are you deserving enough? It's that kind of thing. I'm not picking up that you're doubting abundance itself, but you're doubting whether you're loved and supported by the universe, whether it's going to come through for you, whether that abundance is going to come through for you. And so appreciate yourself more. Know that you're appreciated more. Maybe you need to write a list of things, Katie, that you appreciate yourself for. List of great things about yourself. Yep, things are going well. You're softening and opening. Working on support. That doesn't surprise me with these two cards. Things are going well. No need to worry. And yeah, get on with that. Sorting abundance issues out. Believing in yourself. Appreciating yourself. That'll help you. You don't know where you're moving to. Cool. List, yeah. Yeah, as I said, that money mindset thing, it came up in the weekly reads for so many star signs this week. You're welcome. There you go. I'm going to leave it at that. Half an hour, this one. And I'm so glad that that connection stuff stopped. That was annoying at the start. Awesome. Thank you everyone for coming, subscribing to my channel and clicking like on my videos and all of that. Thank you so much for your support. And yeah, hopefully see you tomorrow. Check out the full moon reads, which should be up today later, maybe in a few hours, quite a few hours. It'll take me a while to do them. Bye. Have a great day.